We must hurry. Goodbye, Herbert. Perhaps I'll allow you to exorcise me another time.
Hey everyone, Eric here, and welcome to the Sixth Doctor Reviewed. So, I am indeed doing multiple of these. It wasn't just a one-off with the Fifth Doctor Reviewed. I'm doing one of these for all of the 80s Doctors, and I might go back and review the first 4 Doctors, but for now, 5, 6, and 7 will do to accompany my Locum Doctors reviews. So, the Sixth Doctor. Let me first start off by saying that yes, I do like the Sixth Doctor. I think he's the most underrated Doctor of them all. He's unfairly criticized, I do believe. His character, in ways, shows shades of the First Doctor, where he won't take crap from anybody. He has sort of the Fourth Doctor's alienness and detachment, sort of, with his use of, when he's gonna say a phrase, he says, in your terms, or to use an Earth term, or something like that. His relationship with Perry throughout his era seems to be one of Perry constantly being frustrated with his behavior and frequently using sarcasm because, well, being honest with him results in him shouting at her. And I don't really think I don't think there's enough of Mel in the Sixth Doctor's run to thoroughly justify a verdict on their relationship, but it seems to be more of one of equals than him and Perry. As for the quality of the Sixth Doctor's episodes, I think that there are a lot of good ones throughout his era. For all of his 11 stories, counting the Trial of a Time Lord as 4, only 3 of them I rated as lower than a 7.5 out of 10. Those being Twin Dilemma, obviously. Whenever the Doctor opened his mouth in that episode, it made me uncomfortable and a little apprehensive. Made me think of, this is who we got as a replacement for the Fifth Doctor. The Fifth Doctor! You know, the nice guy Doctor. The other lower rated stories being Revelation of the Daleks, I just found that to be mediocre, sort of there and gone. And South Park Gaming will hate me for this, but The Two Doctors. I mean, Troughton isn't really as good in the story as he was normally, like in his era, but he was 65 at the time, so I guess I can't really criticize him on that, but he's also barely in the story. For a story called The Two Doctors, I'd kind of expect 6 and 2 to meet somewhere before the third of 3 parts. But that's just me. The other stories, Attack of the Cybermen is great. Vengeance on Varos, wonderful satire. Mark of the Rani, the quasi-alliance between the Master and the Rani in Part 1 is great. And seeing the Doctor take control of the situation and command the Master and the Rani around in Part 2 was also amazing. Time Lash I thought was pretty good. I think that might be one of the lower rated Sixth Doctor stories, or Doctor Who stories in general, but I thought it was really good. And the entirety of the Trial of the Time Lord saga was amazing. I mean, I think my ratings, I'm just looking at a Word document right now as I'm recording this where I have ratings of the stories and my thoughts on them. So for the Trial of a Time Lord saga, can't talk today, 3 of the 4 stories I gave an 8 out of 10, and Terror of the Vervoids I decided to give a 7.5. Mainly because the Vervoids look absolutely ridiculous. But in general, Colin Baker's era was great, and I wish he hadn't been fired from the role, because I really would have liked to see more of his Doctor on television. And I know there are Big Finish audios, obviously. I'll listen to more of those later, but why couldn't we have more of them on TV? Final note, unless I think of something else. His costume, I love his costume. It's great. If I could have one Doctor's costume, 6 Doctors would probably be pretty high up on a short list of it. Probably wouldn't be the one that I guess, obviously, because my Halloween costume, as you saw in my review of Dalek, was the Fifth Doctor's costume, but oh my gosh, that Technicolor Dreamcoat, man. Would love to have that. Even just the coat itself would be amazing. So, I think that's all I have to say about the Sixth Doctor's era. There wasn't as much to go through here as with the Fifth Doctor, unfortunately. But hopefully my review of the Seventh Doctor's era will be a little longer. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and until my next one, goodbye.